I used to idolize confidence, thinking it was the golden ticket to success. I remember watching colleagues breeze through interviews, radiating assurance, and I wanted to be just like them. After prepping for weeks for a presentation, I stood in front of the crowd only to blank out completely. The feedback was that I lacked confidence. It made me wonder, could this belief actually be my downfall? In our society, confidence is often praised as the ultimate virtue. Phrases like, fake it till you make it, create an illusion that confidence alone can drive success. Yet, when confidence overshadows honesty about our shortcomings, it becomes dangerous. Think back to a friend who was an incredible speaker. His charm was magnetic, but he never practiced. The initial thrill of his talks faded as he plateaued, blind to the fact that he needed to improve. His confidence, rather than uplifting him, became a barrier to his growth. If we cling to confidence without self-awareness, we risk stagnation. Are we so focused on appearing capable that we neglect the uncomfortable truths about our abilities? Acknowledging this is crucial, especially as we consider the broader implications of confidence in performance. You might be surprised to learn that research shows overconfidence frequently leads to disastrous choices. For instance, a study from the University of California revealed that a staggering 70% of drivers rate themselves as above average. If you've ever experienced road rage behind a reckless driver, you understand how misplaced confidence can create chaos. This tendency isn't trivial. It has serious repercussions. In business, a Harvard Business Review study in 2019 found that overconfident leaders often make rash decisions, ignoring pivotal data in favor of instinct. One CEO, convinced of a new product's success, launched it without market research, leading to a staggering loss. Had he tempered his confidence with a willingness to consult others, he might have avoided that miscalculation. Athletes also fall prey to overconfidence. I once watched a tennis match where one player, believing he was untouchable, disregarded his coach's strategies and lost to an underdog who had thoroughly prepared. This emphasizes that overconfidence can blind us to valuable feedback and critical details necessary for success. This raises an important question. How do we balance confidence with the need for growth? It's a hard reality, but self-doubt can spur greater growth than blind confidence. Early in my career, I faced self-doubt when tackling a major project. Overwhelmed, I was tempted to ignore my uncertainties, but I chose to ask colleagues for their insights instead. This simple step opened the door to feedback that transformed my work and led to a successful outcome. My experience underscored that self-doubt can be a powerful catalyst for learning. A University of Pennsylvania study found that individuals who acknowledge their doubts and seek feedback frequently outperform those who rely solely on confidence. By admitting our limitations and actively addressing them, we create pathways for growth. Take the case of a famous author who submitted their manuscript filled with uncertainty. Instead of sending it out as is, they sought feedback. The revisions that followed reshaped their work into a bestseller. Had they been overly confident, they might have squandered their chance by submitting a draft that wasn't ready. In embracing vulnerability, we enhance our potential for achievement. So, how can we begin to practice this balance in our lives? We need to shift our understanding of confidence from a binary view to seeing it as a spectrum. On one side is overconfidence, while the other is crippling self-doubt. Finding that middle ground is crucial. I learned this firsthand when I embarked on a new fitness routine. Initially, I felt invincible, but after pulling a muscle, I had to reassess and set realistic, measurable goals. This approach not only mitigated injury risks, but also facilitated steady progress. I focused on perfecting my form before gradually increasing weights. Tracking my improvements made my confidence based on real achievements rather than inflated self-belief. Professionals across fields adopt this mindset. For example, a director I know regularly sets goals based on audience feedback rather than her initial instincts. This approach establishes a feedback loop, allowing her to adjust her vision with confidence while remaining open to growth. Recognizing where you stand on this spectrum can genuinely enhance your growth trajectory. To redefine confidence, We must focus less on bravado and more on self-awareness. This has significant implications for how we approach challenges. I recall a challenging work project where I could have pretended to know it all. Instead, I reached out to a mentor, and that conversation clarified my path forward and deepened my understanding of my skills. Engaging with others and seeking help can be transformative. Research by the American Psychological Association highlights that individuals willing to discuss their limitations and seek feedback tend to perform better than those who rely solely on confidence. When team members share their struggles openly, it cultivates a culture where seeking help is the norm. In one of my teams, the leader frequently admitted when they lacked answers, inviting diverse input. This openness led to innovative solutions and stronger collaboration as everyone felt empowered to share uncertainties. As we round off this discussion on confidence, consider how these insights can shape your path forward. Reflect on your relationship with confidence. Where might you be overestimating your abilities? Are there skills you've neglected, believing you already excel? Challenge your mindset and see confidence as a tool that requires thoughtful application. This shift empowers you to tackle new challenges without the fear of failure. Set achievable goals that stretch your limits and seek regular feedback. Remember, vulnerability is not a weakness. It's a key ingredient in successful growth. Acknowledging doubts can fuel your improvement journey. Ultimately, understanding confidence requires ongoing self-reflection and discomfort. By reframing your relationship with confidence, you can cultivate a dynamic, empowering approach that allows you to grow, adapt, and thrive. Next time you find yourself leaning into mere confidence, pause and ask, how can I approach this with a mindset that promotes growth? What specific steps will you take tomorrow to foster a more balanced view of confidence?